Hello viewers, welcome back to another live section. So people have been asking this question online. People have been throwing these questions online. They have been asking why Bobrisky was arrested by immigration officers, and they were asking, what charge, what did they charge her? Like, what was the charges of the arrest? People have been asking those questions. So, guys, you will know why Bobrisky was arrested by immigration officers today. So before we go into that, let's look at trending headlines on social media today. Tinubu Shetima trips don't represent common sense, Obi. Libya or Diugu vows to protect Nigerians' dignity. Russia captures another village in eastern Ukraine. So, guys, for more details on this headline, visit our website, adumnews.com. So, back to what we have for today. So, why Bobrisky was arrested by immigration office? Like I said, a lot of people has been asking this question. People are saying, why would they arrest her? What charges? What are they going to charge her for the arrest? A lot of questions online. So, I'm going to clear you guys on that. But before I do that, I'll be throwing this live section will be more of an interactive one. So I'll be throwing up a question, and then I believe you guys will drop your answers so that the comment section. Drop your own opinion. Let me know what you're saying. So number one is, do you actually believe that Bob was actually arrested? Because early this morning, Very Dark Man dropped a video stating that Bob was arrested by immigration office when she was trying to escape Nigeria, to Benin Republic, guys. So Very Dark Man stated in a video that she was actually arrested. So, guys, do you believe that Bob was actually arrested? So drop your own comments under the comment section. Let me know your view on this. And then for me, I believe that I believe Very Dark Man when he says that Bob was arrested, because there was a certain time, the last time when House of Rep called them, Bob was not around. She didn't show up for that meeting, for that invite. She didn't show up, and then she gave excuses that she wasn't feeling fine and all of that. So and when he sent his lawyer to come and defend her. So House of Rep, they collected the mic from Bobrisky's lawyer, saying that since Bobrisky is not here, so there's no point you actually want to prove now, because Bobrisky is not here, so there is no point you want to prove to us until Bobrisky shows up. So they now put another date for the meeting, for the investigation, which was today. And very early this morning we heard that Bobrisky wants to fled to Benin Republic, guys, that she fled to Benin Republic. So for me, I actually believe that she was actually arrested, because tell me why when rep invited her, National Assembly invited them, and then she gave excuses. So why won't she want to flee? Because everybody knows that Bobrisky is actually running away from justice. Yes, so I believe that she was actually arrested and all of that. So, okay, let's go into why she was actually arrested. People are saying, people are asking online why she was arrested. What charges, what will they charge her for the arrest and all of that. So, this is why Bob was actually arrested. So Bob was actually arrested by immigration officers because she fled to Benin Republic very early this morning. She fled to Benin Republic, and then she doesn't even know that her national passport was deactivated. And if your national passport is deactivated and you travel, they are going to arrest you for traveling when your national passport was deactivated. So, guys, Bob was arrested by immigration office because her national passport was deactivated, and she traveled. She traveled to Benin Republic. She was trying to hide from justice. She don't want to come and show up. She doesn't want to show, but I don't know why she's running. If she says she's innocent, why don't she come and wash her hands of this all this case? Because Very Dark Man is not even after Bobrisky. Very Dark Man is after the truth. the corruption in EFCC, the corruption in prison. So the thing is, Bobrisky should come, and wash her hand of this and stop hiding, trying to escape from justice. So why immigration officers, arrested Bobrisky was because of her national passport was deactivated. And if you travel, she traveled, so they arrested her and brought her back to Nigeria's, and then she's currently in the custody of immigration officers, guys. So that was why Bob was arrested. And then reports that she was not in reports that she was in prison for 6 years, for, sorry, 6 months, and but she was treated specially, surfaced online. Yes, the FG panel, investigated this case, saying that Bob, they dropped, they said that, there was no investigation that Very Dark Man, what Very Dark Man said before was that, Bob was actually living outside the prison. So now they said here that, there was no investigation on that and all of that, that there was nothing to show. There was no evidence. Let me put it that way. There was no evidence to show that Bob lived outside the prison. But their investigation is that Bob was in prison for 6 months. She sat a full term jail in prison, and then Bob, got a special treatment. She got some she enjoyed privileges. Let me put it that way. She enjoyed privileges in the cell. Guys, tell me a prison in Nigeria where you enjoy privileges. You enjoy privileges such as having an errand person. You have fridge. What type of cell in Nigeria that be enjoying, you enjoy privileges in prison. You have a furnished apartment in prison, like they furnished her cell. This is what FG panel, this was their investigation. They said they furnished her cell, and then they got her fridge. She had an errand person running errands for her, that family and friends came to visit her in the prison. So guys, let's look at this article. So it says here, Bobrisky enjoyed some privileges in prison, FG panel. So reading on, it says an investigative panel set up by the Minister of Interior Olubunmi Tunji Ojo has said that a Nigerian cross-dresser, Idris Okuneye, popularly known as Bobrisky, enjoyed special privileges with while at the medium and the maximum security custodial centers. So you heard, so guys, you can see they said that Bobrisky enjoyed special privileges while at the medium and maximum security custodial centers. They said that there was no evidence that Bobrisky lived outside the prison. But the investigation was that she was in prison, but she enjoyed special privileges while in the prison. So reading on, it says, a member of the panel and executive director and founder of Prisons Rehabilitation and Welfare Action, Uju Ogomo, stated this while reading the face on report of the panel on Monday in Abuja. So let's read on. It says here, Punch Online reports that a controversial social critic, Martins Otuse, popularly known as Very Dark Man, had shared a voice note allegedly belonging to Bobrisky. Remember when Very Dark Man shared a voice note? In fact, Very Dark Man shared two voice notes, that a voice note that allegedly belongs to Bobrisky. So he says here, we claimed that a godfather alongside staff member of the Nigerian Correctional Service ensured he served the 6 month sentence in a private apartment and not in the prison. So what Very Dark Man said in that video, in the recorded voice call, what Bobrisky actually said, because she said it with her mouth, that her godfather rented an apartment outside the prison. The godfather made calls, called the Nigerian Correctional Service for her to live in a furnished apartment, in a private apartment outside the prison. So let's read on. It says here, on September 30th, the minister constituted an investigative panel chaired by the permanent secretary of the Ministry of Interior, Magdalena Ajani. and ordered a probe into the alleged corruption and other violations against the Nigerian Correction Center. So he said this woman, investigated this Bobrisky's case and all of that. So let's see what her investigation was. So it says there, reading the report on behalf of the panel, Agomo said Bobrisky enjoyed several privileges while in both custodial centers, including furnished single cell, a Humi. So Bobrisky enjoyed several privileges while in both custodial centers, including furnished single cells, a humidifier, and many visits from his family members and friends. So this was their report. They said that Bobrisky enjoyed several privileges while in prison, that they furnished her cell, and then many friends and family visited her. So let's read on. Senior, he said the panel also found that Mr. Idris, Okuneye Idris, enjoyed several privileges while in custody, both at the medium security and the maximum security custodial center, which include specially the following: furnished single cell, humidifier, lots of visits by his family members and friends as he desired, self-feeding. My God. Like, tell me the kind of prison in Nigeria that will allow all this. You can see the height of corruption in EFCC and in prison. So it says here, self-feeding, designated inmates to run errands for him, even a housemaid, access to fridge and television, and possibly access to his phone. Guys, what type of prison I need to know, because what type of prison will allow you to, access fridge and television, access your phone, even have errand people that are running errands for you, and then you feed yourself? Because what I know is that the prison will be giving you your food. You don't have to feed yourself. He says she enjoyed self-feeding, which is very wrong. You can see the height of corruption. People are saying, does Nigeria now support transgender? Because I don't see the fact they are doing all these things for Okuneye Idris, Bobrisky. So people are saying, what is Nigeria turning into? Is Nigeria now, supporting transgender? Imagine someone that, committed a crime as money laundering. We heard before that they dropped the charges. Now we're hearing that, that she was in prison, but she enjoyed several privileges in prison. Number one was she had a furnished cell. Like, where in Nigeria would you have a furnished single cell? Like, only you in the cell, and then it's furnished. Humidifier, lots of visits by his family members and friends as he desired, guys. Because what I know in prison, that there are limited number of people that come to visit you because you're in prison. But this one is that they allowed, her family and friends to come and visit her as he desired. Self-feeding. Tell me a prison in Nigeria where you feed yourself. You won't eat the prison food, you will feed yourself, guys. Designated, inmates to run errands for him. Even people, this one shocked me more. People, that they employed people. And this is happening in the prison. These people are giving a scenario that poor people don't rich people don't go to prison, because you cannot tell me that Bobrisky was in prison. Like, with this fact, there's no way you would tell me that she was in prison, because these things are not allowed in prison. So I strongly believe that she was never in prison. Because look at what is here: having an errand person, and you have access to fridge, you have access to the television. She was not in prison there. She was in a furnished apartment. Let me put it that way. So it's reading on, it says it is necessary to further investigate if the above privileges are provided for Kuneye Idris were financially motivated and based on the corrupt practices by correctional officers. This is the height of corruption in prison, in correctional officers. These people are giving a scenario that there are some people that are above the law. Imagine someone that committed this kind of, that went against the law, being treated this way. Are they saying that transgender is allowed in Nigeria? What are they trying to tell people? But these people will keep innocent people in prison. Look at, if you go to prison, you see what is happening there. They don't eat good food. They'll give them nonsense food. They don't take care of them. But Bobrisky, they said she was in prison, and then she was getting all these privileges, enjoying all these things. Let's read on, guys. Reading on, it says the panel believes that the peculiar case of the inmate and the peculiar case of the inmates, physical look and behavior pose a threat, and the lack of laid down rules for the treatment of such a case may be necessitated such privileges to be granted to Okuneye Idris. He said, for the fact that that house boys were provided to run errands for Bobrisky, has gone too far in a prison. So why would they do this kind of thing to why? Is it because she's transgender? I want to know. Why would they do this kind of thing? And then trying to give a scenario that being a transgender is allowed in Nigeria. Why would they give her errands in the prison? Why would they give her a private and why would they give her a private cell furnished? She had access to her phone, she had access to fridge and televisions, and you tell me that Bobrisky was in prison. But we had earlier EFCC came, during that the last when they went to the House of Rep, they said that EFCC said that she was in prison. They posted on their page that she was in prison, that they kept her in male ward. This is what they said. You can see the lies coming out from this EFCC. EFCC is a corrupt institution. Imagine what is happening. Both correctional of prison, these people are all corrupt, from EFCC down to correctional of prison. These people are all corrupt. They are all lying. We don't even know the ones to believe. Honestly, I'm tired of this case. Every day we keep hearing, see, there are more truths to be told about this case. And I bet you it's coming out because the truth has to be told. There is nothing hidden under the sun. Imagine very early today, Bobrisky fled to Benin Republic, thinking that it's in the way, God catch her. She did not know that her national passport was deactivated. So they had to bring her back and arrest her, because if you travel out of the country when your national passport is deactivated, they will arrest you. For that little network glitch. So guys, like I was saying, you can imagine the height of corruption in Nigeria today. For someone that committed a crime, for them to is that how Nigeria works now? So if someone commits a crime, or someone commits a crime, they'll put that person in a furnished apartment. Are they trying to say crime should continue? You see that these people are not even helping matters. Are they trying to say that people should go on and commit crime, and when they commit the crime, they'll be treated specially, and tell them that give them thumbs up that they are doing well in the country? Is it the kind of better Nigerian that we want for us today? That's not the kind of, we don't need this corruption in Nigeria. Once someone commits an offense, the person should be punished for it. You send that person to jail, and the person will be in jail and serve his or her full term in jail, and not coming to give her television, allow her to access television, even her phones. So these people are trying to make what very dark man release true. So guys, like I said, there are more truths that will still come out in this very dark man and Bobrisky's case. There are more truths that will be told on this case. I believe that there are more truths that will still be told on this case. Like I said, why Bobrisky was arrested was her national passport was deactivated. Yes, was deactivated, and then she did not know, and then she traveled, she fled to Benin Republic, trying to run away from the meeting, the appointment she have with the National Assembly today. She was trying to run away from it, so she fled. She did not know that her national passport was deactivated. And then and they had to arrest her, because if immigration officers had to arrest her, because if your passport is deactivated, you cannot travel. And then Bobrisky traveled, so they arrested her and brought her back to Nigeria, meaning that she has already fled. See the way God caught her. She was trying to run away from justice. So, guys, like I said, more things, more truth to be told on this case. So, I will come back and update you guys. Please, guys, don't miss my next live section, because I'll come back and update you guys. So, guys, that'll be all for now. Don't forget the trending headlines I mentioned earlier. Tinubu Shetima trip don't represent common sense. Obi. Secondly, we have Libya or due vows to protect Nigerians' dignity. Russia captures another village in eastern Ukraine. For more details on this headline, visit our website. There's no type of news you not see on our website: international news, politics news, Nigerian news, many and lots of them. So, guys, when you're looking for trending headlines,